Welcome you all for our SST online class. Dear students, in the previous period we have already started our social studies chapter Features of a Democratic Government. In that we learn about democracy in India, we learn about importance of elections, responsibilities of a citizen in a democratic polity. We learn about universal adult franchisee. Today we are going to start our new point, that is public opinion. Public opinion means Public opinion means the collective opinion of many people on the subject of same problem or an issue facing the country. Public opinion consists of the desires, wants and thinking of the majority of the people. It is the collective opinion of the people of a society or a state on an issue or problem. This concept came about through the process of urbanization and other political and social forces. For the first time, it became important what people thought as a forms of political condensation changed. Democracy requires public opinion because it derives authority from the public. Freedom of the media is very important. Press, TV and radio, magazines, videos, websites, and public meetings attended by thousands are the most important tools of mass media for expressing opinion of the people in a democratic country. Dear students, can anyone tell me why is public opinion important in a democracy? Think. Yes, public opinion is important because it guides government action, influences public policy, gives feedback to politicians, and it gives self rule in democracy. An independent media acts as an important check on government. It keeps the people informed of facts or the happening in the country. Every day we watch TV, we watch news and we understand what's going on in our country or in other country also. Media acts as a communication bridge between the people and their elected government. The government also learns about the mood of the people, their problems, their satisfaction or dissatisfaction through media. Our next point, need to resolve conflict or conflict resolution in democracy. Dear student, India is a land of diversity and there are several instances of conflicts. The role of the government is to resolve conflicts between various groups within the nation. Conflicts arise when people of different religions, regions, or economic backgrounds strongly disagree with each other. Sometimes the people of a group may feel that they are being discriminated against and may use violent means to settle their differences. The government takes steps to prevent conflicts from turning violent. And whenever there is a large gathering of people of different groups, policemen watch over the crowd. When there are conflicts between states and central government can step in. Government plays an important role in resolving the conflict by suggesting a meeting of the representative of both the communities to arrive at a solution. The government also takes the help of police to control the situation in case any violence take place. Example, Kaveri water dispute. Between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, both the states need water from the river to meet the needs of drinking water and for irrigating the fields. This conflict was also resolved when the central government intervened to distribute the water between both the states in a manner which was acceptable to both the states. Meter Dam, which is in Tamil Nadu, was lying lower down in the river's course. Water used for crops grown in the delta region of that states. It could not get the water unless Karnataka released water from its dams. Indian Constitution lays down the basic rules or laws that have to be followed in case of a conflict. Conflicts and differences have to be resolved according to these laws. Krishnaraja Sagar Dam, which was built in Karnataka, water used for irrigating a number of districts. For meeting the needs of Bangalore. Students, you can get more information about Kaveri water dispute on Google. Cause of conflict. Both dams are on the same river. Second, the downstream dam of Tamil Nadu. Third, the upstream dam located in Karnataka. And fourth, therefore, both the states can't get much water as they need for people in their states. This leads to conflict. Now, our last point, role of opposition. The elected members of the parties which do not form a government are called opposition party. Opposition parties have an important role to play in a democracy. Their role has to be a positive one rather than a disruptive one. They should support those policies of a government which are desirable in the interest of a country. At the same time, they have a right to disagree with the government if these policies are anti people or perceived to harm the country in the long run. Opposition parties keep a very close check on the ruling party and make it accountable to the people by raising issues at the right platform. The opposition's role is to question the government and hold them accountable to the public. This also helps to fix the mistakes of the ruling party. The role of the opposition in legislature is basically to check the excess of the ruling or dominant party. Dear student, we'll take more information about this point. Then you can easily understand what is the role of opposition. The success of the democracy depends to a great extent on the constructive role of the opposition parties. In every democracy, all the parties cannot get majority seats all the time in the parliament. The parties which do not get majority seats are called opposition parties. The party which gets majority seats in the Lok Sabha next to the ruling party is called the recognized opposition party. Some privileges equivalent to that of a cabinet minister. All the powers mentioned in the construction are exercised by the ruling party. Functions or duties of opposite parties. The main duty of opposition party is to criticize the policies of the government. Outside the legislature, the opposition parties attract the attention of the press and report their criticism of the government policy in the newspapers. The opposition parties have the right to check the expenditure of the government also. During the question hour,